Long time to decompose.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about decomposing, okay? You'll learn why. We're talking about composting in today's Growing Oklahoma.
Kaitlin Bacon is the Bacon with the Director of Education at Myriad Gardens joins us now, and you brought a whole lot of nastiness here.
Yeah,
but it's going to make something good in the end.
Yeah, it will make something good, I promise. Composting is a really awesome way to dispose of kitchen waste. When we're throwing so much away and we're trying to find ways of recycling, you don't think about recycling things like your vegetables, your fruits, coffee grounds. So this is an easy way to do it. All you really need is a tub. You can do it outdoors, but in spaces with not a lot of space, I do a tub. You want to drill holes because it needs air. So you just drill holes, get a drill it in there.
Gotta breathe.
You want to make sure that you have an equal part brown and green. So green and brown. So your brown is things like decomposed leaves and grass like this. I just pulled this out of our gardens. Also things like paper or cardboard. You can do that, and you want to have that. That helps.
I didn't know that. I never would have put.
Yes. So the smaller something is, the easier it is to break up. So we try to go smaller.
What shouldn't you be putting in this?
You should never put dairy, fats, or meat. Also anything.
I don't want that buried in my backyard anyway. So
Yeah. You don't want it in your kitchen. You don't want it where bugs will get in it. You add soil to make sure that you can basically inoculate it. And then you add greens, and it's kind of like a little lasagna. Now our greens are things like, these are basil leaves. We've got celery from an old salad I didn't eat, coffee grounds, tomatoes. And again, the smaller the pieces, the faster it'll break down.
That's what I was saying. Like if it's eggshells though, that takes a while to break down.
Are eggshells really good to have? I mean, how about just skip the eggshells?
You don't have to, but eggshells, you don't have to put it in.
They provide nutrients for your soil.
It's calcium, things that are good, kind of like bones, stuff like that. And so once I have that, my soil, my greens, my brown, I'm going to top it off with a little bit more brown. You have about even ratio so you don't get any smells. That'll also help by not having meats.
The cardboard would help with that?
Yes, the browns break it down.
Absorb it?
Yeah, there's a lot of science in it, but it's a carbon to nitrogen ratio. And then you just want it to be a little damp. And so it doesn't have to be sopping wet, but I want it to be damp.
Where do you guys get these grenade waterers? These are so cool. Every time you bring it in, I'm like, what is that?
This is a special one that I've had for a long time. They're kind of hard to get now, but you can get them Nuno felting, gardening things. They have heads on them.
Carl wants one even more now.
I just want to buy one and really look like I know what I'm doing, right?
They're fun.
I'll take one of those.
And
Don't ask me about my project.
And it shouldn't smell as long as you have that balance. You can continue to add greens to it whenever you finish cutting up, add browns. Put it under your cabinet, your sink. It likes warm, dark, and every once in a while you'll stir it up once a week or so.
Or just shake it.
What's the end game in this, though? What are you going to do with this
So
at
in
the
the end game, you're going to play all your cards right. It breaks down into really nice compost.
It's gonna look like that
It looks
one day.
just like soil. You can smell it.
And in like 5 years, you have a 100-foot tree.
100 feet. 120
120-foot tree.
It's
Nature's way. Nature's way. Kaitlin, great job as always. We are glad to have you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, we're gonna take a commercial break and we'll be right back.